The protectionist approach to business has not really worked for Barbados over the years. That's according to Government Senator Lisa Cummins, who says protectionism is best utilized when it allows for investment in transformation. She made the comment during debate on the Fiscal Incentives Repeal Bill 2018, in specifically citing the Treaty of Chaguaramas and Barbados' ongoing fishing issues with Tobago. She argues that it may not be necessary to replace the legislation.
The revised Treaty of Chaguaramas allows us, as Barbadian manufacturers, to establish a commercial presence in Tobago under the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas on all of the CARICOM arrangements, to set up fish processing firms in Tobago, and then use the provisions of CARICOM to ship those processed fish back into Barbados. A $39 million market, according to what Trinidad's data tells us. There are about 5 providers, 5 processing firms. None of them are of Barbadian origin. Or one of them, I think, is of Barbadian origin. One.
Senator Cummins says despite this reality, the debate has continued about whether or not Barbados should buy fish from Tobago.
When the reality of it is that our manufacturing sector, our agro-processing sector, has remained inward-looking in too many instances, and it needs to use the arrangements that are available to it. The solution to replacing this legislation is not with replacing it with similar legislation, because we have any number of pieces of legislation, any number of trade agreements that we're not using, any number of market access opportunities in foreign markets that we're not exporting to. We have an EPA that was signed in 2008, and with the exception of the Dominican Republic exporting in both agriculture and manufacturing and services, Suriname, I'm being reminded, we are not using the mechanisms that are available to us.
Well, there's a hope that molasses production can once again be boosted in Barbados. That's according to Agriculture Minister Indar Weir, who has acknowledged that there is a demand for local molasses, especially by the island's major rum producers.
I'm currently in conversation with the sugar producers as well to make sure that we address the matter of producing molasses in Barbados, because I recognize the importance of having local molasses being produced for the distilleries of Barbados.
Meanwhile, Managing Director of the Foursquare Rum Distillery, Richard Seal, says Barbados continues to punch above its weight in the global rum industry.
I think the Barbados rum industry has a very important role to play in the Barbados economy, and that is because of the high value-added component to Barbados rum. In other words, when we sell, if we make a Barbados rum from Barbados molasses as a raw material, we distill using Barbados natural gas, and we age it here to add the value here. By the time we sell that product, nearly 99% of the foreign exchange earnings is pure value added. So it can play a very, very important role.
Time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region.
We get started in Jamaica, where Jamaica Broilers Group was the volume leader with 8,782,170 units, and they were followed by Jamaica Stock Exchange and Sagicor Real Estate X Fund Limited. In Trinidad and Tobago, Ansa Maciel Limited was the volume leader with 429,098 shares changing hands for a value of $24,029,488, and they were followed by JMMB Group Limited and Massey Holdings Limited. And here in Barbados, Goddard Enterprises Limited was the volume leader, trading 31,098 shares at $4.20 each, and they were followed by Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited and West India Biscuit Company Limited.